turn this down. What's up, YouTube? I've been missing in action. I have still been on here watching videos and whatnot, but I haven't been making any videos for the last few months. My mother passed away in October, and it's just been been very hard. I've never had anybody close to me die, and it's been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare, and I wouldn't wish this type of pain and this kind of like feeling lost and this kind of, you know, I can't even find the words. But it's just been very hard, and it was unexpected. My mom has never been even sick, and she had got sick. She had just been laying around a lot, and my mom's active. My parents go skating. I still live with my parents. Because I had graduated from undergraduate school in '07, I went back and got another undergraduate in nursing. So I was still living at home. And my mom's always been active. They go skating. I used to go skating with my mom. My dad and mom went skating on Thursdays. And last few months, she had just been laying around. And I'm like, oh, maybe like the last month or so. Just real laying around. And it's unlike my mama, so you're like, what's going on? Well, I want to say like October 5th or so, we took her to the hospital. My dad took her to the hospital. I work nights and I was asleep. And he said, I'm going to take her to the hospital because her stomach was like so big. Her stomach just blew up, and it was big all the way up to her breast, like between her breasts that were swollen. So they took her to the hospital. We took her to the hospital. She was there for 10 days. I was there every night. I didn't work. I work overnights, but I was there before work, after work, whatever. I was there with my mom. My dad didn't even go home. We had to force my dad to go home and take a shower and come back or get some rest or something. But she ended up having uterine cancer, and it was stage 4. And at the time, I didn't want to know. My sister wanted to know, and my sister told me after she passed it was stage 4. But she was in the hospital for 10 days. She started chemo while in those 10 days, and we went home, and she was just out of breath. You know what I mean? They had to do emergency surgery while she was in the hospital because it was the tumor, the cancer had gotten so big it was blocking up her kidney, so they had to give her emergency nephrostomy tubes bilaterally, and it was just a lot going on. They tried to place stents from below, and it was just too big, so they had to go and place the neph tubes. And it was just so weird because I'm a nurse. I work in the urology department. This is some things I see, and I just never thought I would see my mama go through this. You know what I mean? She never had no surgery other than a C-section with me, and that was 27 years ago. I mean, it's just amazing how strong she was, and I know she was scared to death. And she had been home for a week or so, and she was just, we went to the doctor, and she started, the urine output started going down, so we went to a urologist, and they put a Foley catheter in her, and I guess that was starting to go down. So, it was a Friday, and we went to go get my brother some boots, and my mom stayed at home. She didn't feel like going, and she called us while we was going, was like, just talk to me, where y'all at? And it was just so weird. And we had got home, and she was all right. She was like, I just walked down the hallway, and I was out of breath. I was like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And all day she had been kind of coughing, and it was a wet cough. And I just feel at fault somewhat. Although I'm a new nurse, I was like, damn, why didn't I catch this? You know what I mean? Like, why didn't I catch it? Well, when we went to the hospital, when all this was going on, her blood pressure was like 70/30. I mean, it was crazy. And my mom has high blood pressure and takes high blood pressure medication as well as diuretics. So they didn't want her taking none of that, which I understand because it was still like 90s over 50s when we got home. Well, I feel like she needed that water pill. And they're like, no, she don't need it. You know, her legs were real swollen up. It's like, what should we do? They was like, get her some Ted Hose, which I brought her some home from work. I'm like, okay. Her legs was just real swollen. And then, you know, the wet cough, you know, we was like, okay, well, my dad's like, it's good, get that out. But I'm not realizing, like, it's so much fluid in her that she just can't breathe. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much fluid, and her heart rate was like 140s when they got to the hospital. And at home, it was still like 100. And I'm pretty sure she was like Brady most of the time. So, you know, I'm pretty sure she had, you know, a slow heart rate before all this. So it was just so much work on her heart, you know, and I had left that Friday. I went out to eat that Friday, and my dad called me, and I missed the call because I was out eating and stuff, and I was bowling, and I called my dad back, and he was like, yeah, come home. And I hear him in the background talking to, like, the EMTs or the ambulance on the phone, like, between the nipples, and I'm like, oh, hell. He's doing CPR. My mom, like, this is crazy. Like, I'm not even there. And, you know, I guess she had collapsed when he got her up saying we're going to go to the hospital just because her heart was racing so fast. So, they got a little pulse back. Took her to the hospital. We got to the hospital. I saw her in the ambulance, and they were still doing CPR, and it had been like 40 minutes. I'm like, it's over. Like, we go in the hospital, we go in the ER, and they, you know, they take you to the little room, and I was like, damn. I mean, like, it's still, like, even though it's February, it's still like it just happened, you know. And my mom was my best friend. So, it's just hard. I got 3 days off from work. And, it's just hard to be at work taking care of people. And I'm not there to take care of my mom. You know, my mom was gone. So, my dad's retired. He's not doing good. They've been married 30 years. And it's just hard. It's just so hard. And it's a relief for me to, you know, go to work at times because it gets my mind off of it. And I get off, and it's like a realization that, no, it wasn't a dream. Like, she's really gone. And, you know, October 27th, at age 27, I never thought I would just not have a mom anymore. Mom not be here. I always have my mom. But for her not to be in my presence and I see her every day, it's a hard pill to swallow. And just thinking about, you know, her never seeing me get married, her never seeing me have kids, and things like that is just hard things to think about. So me and my dad have just been there for each other. My sister lives in Atlanta. She's 44. She has her own family, kids. My other sister's 38. She hasn't been there, and she has a new man that has been a bad influence on her, and I haven't seen her. She hasn't been there, you know. On top of that, you know, she's supposedly on drugs, and it's just so much, you know. My mom didn't have life insurance. My mom always had insurance and stuff. But she's going through things with her job, and she hadn't had life insurance since July. So, you know, I had to sell, you know, getting loans and stuff to get her, you know, get her a good, you know, proper funeral. And my other sister hadn't put a dime in and ain't done nothing. It's just a compilation of things that has made these last few months a nightmare, living hell. But, it's just an outlet for me to go on YouTube and look at people's videos and get my mind off of things, even though I haven't been on mine and haven't been posting videos or responding to, you know, comments. You know, the most of them are the same old comments, you know, about how, oh, your music was too loud. I've heard it 68,000 times. I know it was too loud, and I apologize. So I don't even respond to that anymore. But yeah, so that's just what's been going on with me. So y'all just pray for me, you know, and I pray for y'all, and I hope everything's going all right and going well, and everybody's lives is good, and their hair journey's going good, their families is good, and they feeling good. Everybody's doing all right and in good health. So I just thought I would give y'all an update of what's going on with me, and hopefully here soon I'll be posting videos again and feeling better and taking care of myself, and my dad's taking care of himself, and we can, you know, take it day by day and just try to stay positive. So I just wanted to give y'all a little update of what was going on with me. So y'all take care, and I hope to see y'all soon. Bye.